Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, light warriors, old souls, and evolving beings. So I'm going to hop right in and all the crazy things that are going on in this world. I had a phenomenal picture of my three suns, SUNS. Yes, the suns in the sky. Yes, those portal openings. And of course, I switched phones, and now I can't find the picture anywhere. So, once again, proof is missing, but I'm going to share the story anyway. So many people still actually believe there's a fiery hot ball called the sun, and that the only purpose is to give heat to the earth, which is such a limited and wrong description of the sun. The sun is a living being with a soul, but it is also a portal in which there are literally hundreds and hundreds of of ETs and individuals that are able to come in through these portals. And they are actually around us all of the time. So while we humans have limited our belief system to think that we are the only ones that are wandering around in this planet, you should start to see more anomalies, oddities, different things than you've ever seen before, because we are all evolving as the collective. But you guys, especially, who have been on this journey for a while and who continue to open and expand your mind and realize that you as well have ET heritage, you will start to see things others are not seeing. So don't freak yourself out and don't limit yourself. Now, I popped online, and people are still really talking about their anger and their frustration over these chemtrails and what is being done to us. The problem is that they're trapping themselves in the illusion that that is still going on. And we have passed through that dimension so far. Now, I will say there are absolutely things that are being sprayed that are stopping us from seeing things. I cannot guarantee this, but from the energy checks that I've done, these are not harmful. It's like, we'll call it whiteout spray, okay? The whiteout spray is literally there to block out what is going on in the skies. Now, if there is a harmful piece, blocking out our sun and being able to look right through the portal and to get our energy source from it, that is difficult because we need as much energy source from the sun that we can get. So in that case, I will say that the whiteout, whatever they're spraying, may not be the best. However, this is to help others not literally see things that they are not ready to integrate. So you may be walking along and the sky may look totally cloudy, and all of a sudden you hear a buzzing that goes by. It's not necessarily the sound of a plane. Sometimes it definitely sounds more like a strong fighter jet. Sometimes it simply has a buzz. This is because there's so much more going on, finishing off old energies, old stories, old dramas. But I can assure you that all of these things are transpiring are for the benefit of mankind. We have crossed over such an incredible marker, as I mentioned to you, around November 11th. And we have a whole other marker always coming up, which is December 21st, our solstice. And therefore, it's really important to keep an eye on these anomalies, but don't stick to an event. Don't stick to a timeline. Because where I see a lot of people are still getting trapped, when I look at social media, and I don't spend much time on it, but they are still event driven, something that specifically has to happen that's going to change your life. No, you change your life. And by all of us as a collective expecting the unexpected, pulling in the phenomenal, recognizing what's really around us, we pull it in all the sooner. So as I was flipping through all of these channels and making sure that I didn't end up getting brought down, because it's so hard for me to see people who are struggling. It's so hard for me to see people who are still believing the lie. It's so hard for me to watch individuals who were supposed to stand up and step up and tell the truth and be leaders all falling down like dominoes. But every time they fall is another chance for you to be able to step up and claim the sovereign being that you are. So it all has to happen for a purpose. It's not easy, I know. And the energies of the last few weeks, boy, they've been crazy. So of course some people are in the elation phase and other people are still feeling it. And I, just in case, I had this bizarre thing where all of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, things were feeling so light and so fun. I was like lifting up packages and bottles and all these things going, oh my God, everything's so light. My breathing exercises must be working, right? So then it's like a week and a half later, I went to pick up my water bottle, just a little copper water bottle. It was so heavy, I could barely pick it up. So remember, our light bodies are integrating, and that heaviness, a lot of people are feeling it. It's just like everything is so heavy. Everything is so hard to get through. Yes, it is, because pieces are breaking off. And one of the things is, if you are an awakened individual and you have done your work and you are moving through and evolving, you are helping the collective. And sometimes, in helping collectives, you literally end up getting pulled down a little bit until you can work your way through and move back up into the lighter pieces. But you are going to start to see things you haven't seen before. The reflection from the moon, that's going to be changing. So we want to pay attention to that because so much is going on up there on the positive end. Also, you may be starting to see, when you watch certain people, certain individuals, you may look at them and realize they were never human. So, for example, I was flipping through YouTube channels because I absolutely love music. And I was watching some individuals, and I'm not going to point them out because I everybody serves a purpose. But they're these very young beings who are going online and playing music and pretending that they are looking for music lessons. One of them specifically has a t-shirt on of an ET and like a gray and a hat. And he plays the drums and the other one plays the guitar. And if you see their fingers move and their body movements, their talents are extraordinary. You couldn't convince me that they were human if you tried. So, my point being is, you are going to start to see more and more things. I don't know if you've seen some of the ice skaters who are so unbelievably flexible, it is inhuman. Okay? Quadruple jumps are really mind-blowing. Are they just happening because the human species is evolving? Or are they really not human? So don't be afraid of any of these questions. Accept them. Continue to look at them and smile. And really realize that every day when you're walking along, there's a really good chance you're one human meaning you were literally birthed in a womb and came through a mother on this planet, or you are experiencing something where it's literally just an ET. Because we have not been told. But the bottom line is they can zip in and zip out. Just like some sci-fi movie, they can get dropped off and picked up. Now, the beauty of it is we all have our star families around. We may not know who they are yet, but they are watching us. They are protecting us. And they are not the humans necessarily that are in your immediate life. You may be married and have 8 kids. You may be single and not know anybody. It does not matter. You are here for a specific reason, holding a specific energy, and you are being watched over. And little by little, the more we can get ourselves as a collective to expect the unexpected, to embrace the anomalies, the sooner we will be able to just meet our star family. And we are going in that direction. Not because they are our saviors. They are not. They are literally, they have abilities. We were assigned pre-birth, and they are watching over us. But soon, all of these technologies that have been hidden from us will become more and more obvious. But remember, technologies in the hands of those who are not evolved is not good. We have proven time after time after time, civilizations and groups that got forms of abundance and could not do anything with it other than lascivious behavior fell. It is why we have to be responsible for raising our integrity, our ethics, our hearts, and vibrating at the highest level possible so that we do not forget that we let technology go into the hands of those who used it against us. There are humans on other planets, in other dimensions, who are evolving as well. For some reason, we are here with Earth. And we need to take personal responsibility and integrity to always be willing to do the highest and best. To try not to judge, to try not to put people in little boxes, and don't play the game. Who's right, who's wrong? Continue to rise above and just soak it all in. And as you're soaking it all in, what you're doing is you're expanding your light body. Your role right now, between now and solstice, all these energies, we're going to have a whole bunch more coming in on the weekend, and it's going to be a gradual building. You are here to hold light, to hold space. Don't let your mind get the best of you. Don't play the game of you're not enough or you're not doing enough. Just being is enough right at this moment. But if there are things that you are really gearing up to, that you would like to do, then definitely start pulling them in. But pull them in from the highest perspective. One of abundance, one of love, one of unconditional healing, one of using technology for the highest and best, one of pure white light love. Not one of guilt, not one of forced work that was placed on us to make slaves of others, but one that shows that you're operating from the purest of intentions. And don't get stuck to a timeline. Don't get stuck to an event. Yes, we are starting to see movement now in the 3D world, which is fantastic because many of us have waited decades for this. But it is up to each and every one of us still to aim beyond, to bring the light from the higher dimensions here and not to stop. We are actually doing a phenomenal job, and our star families are closer than ever. So, as you're having these weird dreams of repeats and old reoccurring dreams and whatever it may be, just let it break off and go. Don't attach to it. And continue to work on calling in your star family, either through lucid dreaming, through meditation, whatever it may be. But don't get upset with yourself if they're not just popping in. There is a time for that. It will happen. It's closer than ever. All right. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful day. Keep working through the energy. Take care. Love you.